Let us all welcome Teacher Carmela and Teacher Joanna.
There. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Roan and Darcy, for that introduction. And first of all, we would like to thank everyone for giving time to attend this webinar. And we also hope that you get to learn a lot from us. Po, no? And before we start, I am Teacher Joanna, one of the preschool coordinators. And later, together with me, Teacher Carmela, also a preschool coordinator, will be sharing with us too. So now, without further ado, we are going to share with you our experiences here in John Dewey School for Children, and also why do we think that preschool education is very important. So let me start with sharing with you this quote from one of our from these researchers. So it says that educators agree that children between the ages of 3 and 5 are in vital phases of academic and social and emotional development. And that's true, no? So this is actually the time and age where children get to absorb and learn a lot of things. And some of the people, they said that children are like little sponges. They get to absorb all the information that they get immediately. And they also make sense, no, of the things that they have learned already. And actually, children, they don't start learning at home or at school, but they actually start learning while they were in the womb of the mother po, no? So they get to learn and recognize some of the words and even music that the family plays to the kids po, no? And also they'll never stop learning as the process will continue for the rest of their lives. And this is why early childhood or preschool education is climbing up the global agenda and receiving more attention than before. So now preschool education or early childhood education is more popular within the countries, and it's given much more importance also, just like the other levels too. And before I go on to the importance of preschool education, I want to ask this question to everyone first po, no? So, on in your own words, why do you think preschool education is important? So this time I'll give you 2 minutes to think about your answers and kindly type them po in the chat box. Thank you. So there, I can see a lot of your answers. Thank you for being active, dear participants. So mostly some of your answers relates to it's the foundation of learning, and that's correct. And another one from Casey, preschool education is important because these are the phases of which the childhood of the children will be built upon to know the basic necessities, that's correct, of what they should learn in an early age and also throughout their lives. And this is also the foundation on where they will have the opportunity to get a basic framework on how they will build their future. That's correct. Thank you for sharing that, Casey. And maybe we can have another answer there. Maybe from uh, there. Let's have from Hannah. So for me, it is important because it prepares them, help them develop their skills so that they will be ready for the challenges that they will experience in the future. So thank you so much, participants, for sharing all of your answers. And they are all correct po, no, that preschool education is important because it serves as a foundation for children's learning. And to give you a background on what is preschool education. So preschool, as the name suggests, it's an experience that the child goes through during their initial years of development. And it is an early childhood program run by professionally trained adults in which learning is combined with play. So later we will get to how we can incorporate play in our curriculum. And also importance of preschool education is that it helps in a child's emotional, social, and personal growth and development. And it is the first experience of the child in a structured setting to learn the importance of sharing and learn new things which foster personal growth. And now we listed down the reasons why preschool education is important. So first we have there. So the first one, it prepares children to become lifelong learners. So this is why preschool education is important because it prepares children to become lifelong learners. And as we all know, playing is vital and a great way for young children to learn. If a child's initial experience with classroom learning is an overly academic setting, he or she may lack a sense of curiosity and become disengaged from school. So as we all know, if the kids are given too much academic topics or too much books to read, to answer, they might get pressured and they tend to be what you call it, scared of learning or might be scared of going to school also every day. And in preschool, it allows children to learn in approaches that interest them and fosters a positive relationship with learning. The best school encourages these kids to establish love for learning that will last throughout their lifetime. And next, we also have it helps children acquire social skills. So in preschool, children spend extended periods of time with other children and people who are not members of their families. There are several possibilities to learn how to make friends, collaborate, listen, and develop conversational skills. Socialization with people who are not family is an important aspect of child's education. And learning how to interact well with others, whether peers or teachers, can smoothen the educational process in the future. And adult interaction and modeling are required for early socialization. Learning to share and cooperate is an important aspect of social interaction too. And children can tremendously benefit from this when it is done with professional guidance. And the skills learned in preschool can help the kids socialize outside of school as well. And they can enhance their relationship with their parents and acquire self-confidence in the process. And especially nowadays po, no, since we've come from online classes. So with online classes, there are limited interactions among kids and they also cannot really go outside po, no? But this time, since it's much more safer for the kids to go out. So the kids have the opportunity already to go out and socialize and be with their friends too. And the next important reason is that children develop intrapersonal and interpersonal skills through teachable moments and other interactions at school. And when children play and engage in activities with their peers, there will be times that they will have minor conflicts that could bring frustration, anger, and other emotional challenges. And these conflicts provide opportunities for teachable moments. So teachable moments means this one, it's not planned, it's not written in our curriculum, but these are experiences that we just observe every day from the kids, and then we get to impart lessons to them. Just like, for example, two kids are having trouble in sharing toys or sharing books. So that is an example of a teachable moment wherein the teacher uh, can talk or speak to the kids and help them be able to process their emotions and help process also what action happened and uh, how can they improve from it too. Okay, and then later we will also be talking about virtues project, which uh, we will also share about teachable moments too. And then here, also teachers can encourage children to notice how their behavior impacts others and practice interpersonal and intrapersonal problem solving skills. Preschool students bring these emotional skills with them for the rest of their lives. And next, we also have it helps children develop pre-literacy skills. So at preschool, teachers offer a variety of games and activities that help children build pre-literacy skills. Children sing alphabet songs, learn rhymes that help them distinguish between letter sounds, and they also get to listen to read aloud stories. And in addition to learning these foundations, children often develop a sense of excitement and motivation to continue learning and also love for reading. Of course, we read stories that are age appropriate and interesting and also relatable to the kids. And next, it also builds a foundation for math. So not only reading, but it also taps math skills. Okay, so preschool introduces math concepts through fun activities and guided play. Children often play matching, sorting, or counting games, as well as board games that help students develop an understanding of numbers and categories too. And also, we must make sure that the skills or the concepts that we teach the kids are also age appropriate and that are included in their developmental milestones too. Of course, if we give a hard topic po, no, the kids would be pressured. And of course, we also need to check their own pacing too. And not all children develop the same or learn the same po, no. So some kids, they get to learn fast. Some kids, they need more guidance and help. So yun po, no, we also need to think of other activities that are differentiated so that the kids would have their own paces too in terms of learning cognitive skills. And next, preschool education also nurtures children's creativity and curiosity. So actually, young children have active imaginations, which can be cultivated to help them learn and be more creative. So the environment in the preschool is designed to inspire exploration, and teachers in preschools are trained to assist children in the development of their own ideas and concepts. Rather than emphasizing correct responses or actions, they foster inquiry, ask questions, and listen to children's ideas. And children are more likely to develop curiosity and creativity in a dynamic environment with proper adult interactions. Of course, we don't want na the teachers or adults will always be feeding the answers to the kids, but we also want to develop the kids' curiosity, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, so that they can think of their own answers and come up with solutions also to their problems. And then next, students get to make choices too. So preschool children get to choose what activities they participate in. And that means that they not only get to follow their interests, but also learn decision-making skills and responsibility. Children are encouraged to make their own choices. Teachers watch children and keep an eye on which activities they seem interested in. And if a children seems unsure of how to enter other children's play, the teachers may help and offer suggestions on ways to join the group. So here po, no, That's like what I said before, we don't give the decisions or the answers to the kids, because the kids also have their own will, or have their own minds po, no, to choose what they want, to choose what they want to do. And it's like giving them the confidence also, or the power to parang giving the power po, no, to them na to make choices and to uh go with their everyday lives too. And then the next one will be discussed po by Teacher Carmela.
All right po. Thank you, Teacher Joanna. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Teacher Carmela, one of the preschool coordinators. So, in addition to the importance of preschool education, we have here that children learn to take care of themselves. So, of course, at preschool, children are often given chances to practice being responsible, self-sufficient, and confident. So, this is to let them independently explore their worlds while staying safe. So preschool teachers teach and expect children to wash their hands, keep personal belongings in cubbies, and put toys back in their designated spaces. Also, given the situation that we are still experiencing, like the effect of pandemic, our students are expected to follow the health protocols. All right, and the next one is children learn to take care of each other. So preschoolers not only learn how to look after themselves, no, but also they are learning how to look after others. So teacher encourage students to assist one another in learning new abilities and to see themselves as a resource for other students. So children in preschool may also be given opportunities to assist in the classroom, such as um, um, arranging the table during snack time, adjusting the calendar, or assist the setup of an activity. Or at times, here in our school, we actually let them to be the little teacher for a specific day. So in this case, the students learn about leadership and giving service to other people, right? And next one we have here, preschool education promotes language skills. So children's language learning skills are influenced by the people they interact with every day. So children learn language skills best in a language-rich environment. At preschool, teachers help children develop language capabilities by introducing new vocabulary during activities and by asking thought-provoking questions. So here, um, we are also asking the children to ask questions or to raise their concerns about the things that we are discussing in our classroom. So with this ample opportunities to try new things, listen to read aloud books, act out of stories, and sing, preschool children have a clear advantage in learning to communicate effectively. Also, researchers found that children who participated in more conversations during preschool had bigger vocabularies when they were in kindergarten. So this mattered more than the amount of language the children heard every day or the concepts they were taught. So being part of back and forth conversations with teachers and other children mattered most when it came to their vocabulary 1 year later. And the next one, importance of preschool education is it is promoting cognitive skills. So children develop cognitive skills by participating in activities that encourage them try new things or to solve issues, ask questions, and just observe the world. So these types of activities are emphasized in preschool, and children learn more as a result of the same. So in preschool and kindergarten, children are learning questioning, spatial relationships, problem solving, imitation, memory, number sense, classification, and symbolic play. And we also have, it develops motor skills. So while literacy, math, and cognition are important, brainy skills are not the only ones that young children should learn. So many preschool activities, luckily po, no, many preschool activities are designed to help children develop physical coordination and fine motor skills, or yeah, fine motor skills. So children are challenged to develop fine control of their fingers with projects that involve threading with beads, throwing, or even cutting with scissors. And of course, the children should have a guardian or a parent for them to guide them when using sharp objects. And many preschools also offer daily opportunities for children to challenge themselves, like by jumping or climbing. And the next one that we have here is it provides structure with rules. So preschool may not seem highly structured at first glance. However, classroom space is always organized to encourage social interactions and skills development. So preschool teachers provide opportunities to engage in group activities, listen to stories, and work together with other children. In an environment with a range of activity choices, children can explore their curiosity while still getting used to structured activities. Then the next one, it prepares children for kindergarten. So nowadays po, no, kindergarten has become more and more academic over time. So because of this trend, some parents believe that their children need a stronger pre-math and pre-literacy foundation in preschool to succeed later on. Others worry also that their children need more structured play and opportunities to explore their interests. So in preschool, we provide both kinds of learning opportunities for children. So a high quality education program will offer children both protective playtime and skills development that prepare them for kindergarten. And lastly, preschool is a foundational opportunity for growth. So more than anything else, preschool helps children develop the skills they will need to grow throughout their lives. With improved social and communication skills, they will be better able to ask for help and cooperate. So with strong pre-literacy, cognition, and math foundation skills, they are less likely to struggle or have a negative experience in school. And the emotional skills and understanding of the world that children develop while they are young will help them become constructive members of society as they grow, right? So as per Sir Albert Einstein, play is the highest form of research. Do we agree with this one too, ba? Thumbs up if we agree on this one. Let me see. There you are. All right. Thank you so much. So it is very evident with this age group because they learn to find answers to their numerous questions through exploration, experimentation, and conversations during guided and scaffolded play in purposeful play environments created by adults. So this curiosity or these experiences nurture the natural curiosity in young minds, and they are always eager to inquire. So a child who experiences the joy of learning, of discovery, and of successfully completing age-appropriate tasks at young age will be more likely to enjoy school later in life and do better academically as well. So currently, we have these trends in early childhood education. So first is we have the educating with nature. Next, we have focus on physical and mental health. Then integration of technology. So Teacher Joanna will be sharing with you on how we do it here in our school.
There. Thank you, Teacher Carmela. So now we are done with the importance or the reasons why preschool education is important. And now we will be sharing with you how we do or how we conduct preschool program in our school po, no, John Dewey School for Children. So just a little bit of a background. Our school is a progressive preschool, elementary and high school based in Quezon City, Philippines. We are a progressive school po, no? But before I dive into progressive schools, of course, I think some of you already have an idea. Maybe you could share again po, no? What is progressive education? Okay, kindly share it po, no, your answers in our chat box, and I will be giving you po 2 minutes again. Thank you. Sorry. There. Thank you so much again for sharing all of your answers. So let us read some of your answers here. So from Miss Ira, progressive education promotes learning by doing. That's correct po. And from Teacher Karen, it says it's a child-centered education and the teachers are just facilitators. Another one from Sir Robbie, self-paced activities and allows flexibility in the learning process. And from Miss Janet, the curriculum focuses on the interests of the learners. That's correct po. And another one, maybe from Sophia, more on the engaging side and can learn and discover the skills and the potential of a student for the future. So thank you po for sharing your answers. And actually, these are all correct. No, progressive education is actually promoting learning by doing. And the picture here po, this is actually John Dewey. John Dewey is the father of progressive education. And he actually believed that human beings learn through hands-on approach. And for him, all learning happens through experience. And he believed that learning by doing could enable students to develop their problem-solving skills and eventually apply the learning in their present and future lives. And also, in progressive education, we need to also provide more opportunities for students to interact with their environment. Instead of merely having learners read a book on a certain topic, they must be given the freedom to explore, learn from, and connect with the environment around them so that the students are actively involved in real-life tasks and challenges. And actually po in the Philippines, there are three popular approaches in education. Namely, we have the traditional approach, Montessori approach, and progressive approach. So what are the differences between the three? So actually, the traditional approach is wherein it is more teacher-centered, and the teacher is the primary source of learning and has the final say when it comes to the curriculum content and other classroom outcomes. It also makes use of memorization and standardized tests. Concepts are presented as facts to promote learning, and discipline is firmly enforced by the teacher, requiring all students to maintain silence within the classroom to promote productive learning. And here, students are expected to adapt to the pace of learning within the classroom so he or she would not be left behind. And usually po, in a traditional setup, there are 25 to 40 students in one class. And sometimes po, in public schools, there are even more uh, teacher to student ratio, no? And traditional approach is the ones that actually we are used to, especially the millennials and the baby boomers and Gen Xers po, no? So usually we are used to traditional approach wherein we have the books, we do a testing, and we also memorize a lot of facts and concepts. So that's the traditional approach po. And then another approach is the Montessori approach, wherein students are given the freedom to express themselves creatively in various aspects of education. And teachers need to adjust their teaching style to suit the particular learning style of a student. And even Montessori schools facilitate learning through guidance and experiments. And here, the teacher's main job is to observe and supervise their students also. So actually, Montessori is closer to progressive education po, no? And here are the characteristics of a progressive education. So we have lower to teacher-student ratio. Teachers are guides and mentors, and it focuses on the whole child or on the holistic development of the child. And we also do integrated curriculum. So we don't compartmentalize subjects. We integrate subjects within one another. And next, we also have minimal tests or assignments. And learning is done through hands-on projects and experiential learning. It also encourages problem solving and critical thinking skills. And it does not focus on textbooks and utilizes other learning resources. So that's progressive education po. No, we give freedom to the kids, and we also set the curriculum according to their own pacing too. So here are the things that we do po in John Dewey School for Children. So we actually divided it into three. So we have here what we do before the start of the school year, what we do throughout the school year, and what we do at the end of the school year or each semester. So let's start with what we do before the start of the school year. First and foremost, parent orientation po. No? So orientation is really important as this is where we get to meet the parents of our kids. And here we also discuss our school policies, share our curriculum, and even share the schedules, the awards that the kids will get, and even the school calendar. The parent orientation po is really important kasi ito po yung parang beginning step ng mga parents natin, and they get to be informed on how we do it in our school. And of course, the parents entrust us with the care of of their kids too, right? So might as well the teachers give the assurance and also share with them our plans for the coming school year too. So that's parent orientation. And then next, we also have pre-assessment of kids. Of course, before students enroll in our school, we do assessment so that we will know or gauge their present skills, and we will check if it's at par with their developmental milestones. And of course, we will also share here the things need to improve on, or like the things that the parents need to do at home so that the children would be more prepared for school. And also here, we get to share about our school, because here the parents would ask already how do we do it in John Dewey. So we share our curriculum, we share our routines, and we share also our policies here. So that's the pre-assessment of kids. And next, of course, at the beginning of the school year, we also prioritize our classroom setup, especially nowadays po no, na we have face-to-face interactions already, so it's not just only online classes. So we must make sure that our classrooms are ready and prepared. And as you all know po no, preschoolers and young children likes a classroom that is very welcoming, that is or parang full of bright colors or decorations, so that they will be more excited to go to school. And then sometimes it reduces also the separation anxiety between kids, kasi once nakita nila, ay, ang ganda ng classroom ng ni teacher, ang ganda ng classroom namin. So they would be more excited to go to school po, no? And also we need to take care or we need to take note also of the following guidelines when we set up our classroom. So first, it must be free from distractions. Second, we need to put up posters or instructional materials that are helpful for learning. Third, we should have educational toys and books for the kids to explore. And lastly, there should be an area designated for the students' things and materials. So here are some examples for some photos of one of our classrooms in John Dewey. So first, there. So here are our bulletin boards po, no? So we make sure that it's colorful and pleasing to the eyes. And of course, educational posters are important, like just like the alphabet, the numbers, the shapes, the colors, and even our rules are posted here. And even the poor choices and good choices. So that usually po we put this in front so that the children would be reminded consistently po, no, of our rules. And then next, aside from that, we also have our art wall. So in our art walls, we display the kids' artwork so that they can easily see and they can feel proud of what they have done. And then next, we also have toys and books designated for them to play with during our choice time. And also books po, no? So we have rules. Also, we set rules for them. For example, with the toys, they need to pack away. And also, they need to practice sharing between their classmates. And as for books, we also remind them not to tear the pages. No, we also remind them to take care of them properly and hold them gently also. And then, aside from that, as for the students' things, we have designated cubby holes for that, and also floor markers so that they will be guided where can they put their things, their bags, and where are they going to sit down on the floor po, no? And here it also helps since yung kids po mapapractice din yung name recognition. So you can print out their names, and maybe you can put some pictures so that they can easily identify their cubby holes or their things. And that's it po. So those are the things that we do at the beginning of the school year. And now we will go on to the things that we do throughout the school year.
All right, but so I'll be sharing with you what we do throughout the school year. So first, of course, we capture students' interest po, no? So when learning engages children in what they are interested in, learning becomes fun for them and they look forward to it. So how we do it here, or with our school, we capture their interest by songs and movements, or by asking them what song they would like to sing or dance. And then we are incorporating games as well during our classes. Then we are using creative strategies, especially for the younger kids po, no? Like toddler and pre-nursery. We use the mystery box rewards, and they look forward to it po. And also, we are using images and video recordings, as our preschool students are more visual, and they love seeing things in the classroom po, no? So that's why we are using images and video recordings. Next, we have classroom routines. So here in our school, we have choice time, meeting time, story time and discussion, mentoring session for kinder classes, activity time, snack time, outdoor play, and goodbye time. So the first one that they are doing in our class is the choice time. Next slide, po, teach. All right. So during choice time, the students are free to do whatever they want inside the classroom. So when they get inside the classroom, they are free if they wanted to draw, to paint, or to play with their friends. So choice time also is the time for them to socialize with one another. So this will develop their communication skills and social skills. All right. And the next one that we have is our meeting time. So during meeting time, we are incorporating all the subjects here. So we are singing songs, dance. We dance here, and we also um, discussing about the days of the week, the weather, colors, patterns, and so on po, no? So a lot of things are happening during our meeting time. All right. So as you can see, the children or the students are sitting down on the floor because it is easier for them to uh, to pay attention to the teacher, and it's also easier for us to get their attention. And the next one that we have here is story time. So for JDSC, our school is actually literature based. So every day, we get to read books for our children, and we are also anchoring our lessons to our storybooks po, no? And with this, we are actually using age appropriate level books for our kids. So if we are teaching younger kids po, no, actually we are using shorter books, I mean story books for them um um to have their attention and focus to us. All right. And then after that, of course, we have discussion time after story time. And then after that, we have our activity time. So during activity time, um, uh, we are giving them differentiated activities. So for example, for this day, it will be all about painting, and then the next day it's different naman po, no? And also, by doing these activities, we are developing their fine and gross motor skills, their cognitive skills, and we also capture their interest. So it's best to have differentiated activities for our students, right? And the next one that we do in JDSC is we provide meaningful activities. So during the school year, we actually have our clubs wherein the students will choose the clubs that they wanted to join. Like we have Little Chefs Club, Little Artist Club, Explorers Club, and so on. So we have cookery experiments, arts and crafts, nature walks, scavenger hunts, and self-help skills. So as you can see here in on the next page, they are showing their works po, no? And also in JDSC, for this school year, we are focusing more on sustainability education. So it will be all about taking care of the environment and giving service to other people. So there. Next is we provide classroom rules. So here in John Dewey, we have 5 golden rules in our class. So we provide simple rules for them to be able to remember it easily. So we are friendly, we are orderly, we are gentle, we are respectful, and we are careful. So we are giving them this in our face-to-face class, and then during online class, we have this online classroom rules. So next page, what teacher? We are gentle, we are orderly, and we are respectful. All right. So with this, actually we are getting the ideas also of our students when it comes to making our online classroom rules, and I mean classroom rules po, no? So meron silang say when it comes to um, making the classroom rules. So with this one, as you notice, we are using the words like gentle, being orderly, or being respectful. So as you know, John Dewey is also using the Virtues Project. So here, um, instead of saying like the words "don't do that" or "don't run," or we don't say no here or don't. No, so we use the positive discipline. We use the language of virtue. So this is to let them remember the things that they have to do inside the classroom or even outside the classroom, no? And also dito po pumapasok yung teachable moments like Teacher Joanna said earlier, like at times hindi may iwasan talaga na merong mag-aagawan sa toys, no? So with this, instead of saying don't fight, we use the language of virtues like we have to be friendly and we have to share our toys. So with this, mas yun yung mag-i-instill sa kanila sa mga rules na ginagawa namin sa classroom. Right? And the next one po is
There. Thank you, Teacher Carmela. Okay, so the next one that we do here in John Dewey. So as what I've mentioned a while ago, we also integrate subjects and lessons too. So what do you mean by integrations? So for example, we have a certain topic like maybe sink or float, and then the first thing that will come into our mind, it's all about science, right? But actually, we can integrate other subjects there too. We can integrate math, we can integrate reading, and even language also. So that's what we do here in John Dewey School for Children. And just like what Teacher Carmela mentioned a while ago, during our meeting time, so in our meeting time, it's not only checking in with our students, but here they also get to learn about counting because they need to find out what's the date today, or they also learn about reading here, and even weather, and finding out the day, and even the colors of the rainbow too. So it's integrated with one another, and it's not only focusing on a certain subject area. And then the next is we also provide activities and opportunities to develop their leadership skills. So we don't only focus on academic skills and emotional skills and physical skills, but we also focus on their leadership or social skills. So here we have a lot of events wherein the kids would be the MCs, or would even be sharing in front their learning spot throughout the school year. And they would also perform po in front of a lot of people. So just like our MCs po today, Darcy, Roan, and Diana. So they are our students po from John Dewey School for Children. And we give them spotlight so that they can be or they can flex po no their talents, their skills, and they can even be proud of their own too. And we also have one student here, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. So Sophia is also our preschool student before, and she was also an MC before a lot of times. So yun po no, we really give the kids the chance and develop their full potential. So there. Aside from that, we also prioritize physical and mental health. So not only academics or even social emotional skills, but we also prioritize physical and mental health. So in our classes, before the start of the day, we have exercises, we do yoga, we do meditation, and even sometimes Zumba pa po, no, and stretching exercises. So just like what we did at the start of the webinar, we meditated. So yun po, no, we make sure that we include it in our routine so that they will be more focused and ready to face the day too. So there. And then we also give them po no the spotlight to lead our exercise, our meditation, even during our general assembly po no. So they are the ones leading it already. And then lastly, for what we do throughout the school year, we also constantly communicate with the parents. So we make sure na the parents are updated with the class and with also their kids po, no? So we have this Viber group. So maybe in your schools you can also do that, or maybe some of you po already has this Viber group too. So in our Viber group, we share our announcements, we share our learning packets, and even share feedbacks of our children po, no? So, for example, especially as teachers, hindi lang naman po tayo yung nagtuturo talaga sa kids, but even the families help in honing their kids' development. So, for example, may kid tayo na nahihirapan sa reading. So, we message the parents po, no, so that they can assist or they can practice it at home too, so that we can work together po, no, as parent and teacher. So there. And then aside from that, we also have our learning packets. So in our learning packets, we send this out every weekend, and it contains all the schedule, the materials, the lessons, and even the activities po, no, that we will be doing for the whole week. So para guided lang din po yung parents, and even the students, they get to prepare their own materials to every day. So yun po, no, we constantly communicate with the parents. And then, of course, at the end of the school year or at the end of each semester, we have our assessment. So in preschool, we have two assessments. So every first semester, at the end of every first semester and even second semester po, no? So in our assessment, this is performance-based. So we don't do paper and pencil test po, especially for preschool. So what we provide them is that we provide them with materials that they get to play with, and then that's the time that we also observe po, no, their information or the knowledge that they have already with that certain skill. And of course, we also follow or observe every day in our classes. So ang assessment po namin with them, it's not only once day, I mean once every semester, but it's every day. The every day that we get to observe them in class, the things that we kasi our teachers po, we take note of our observations every kid. So that yung assessment po namin with them, it's not only based on a one day basis, but it's actually based on everyday class po, no? And then next, after our assessment, we also conduct parent-teacher conferences. So in our parent-teacher conferences, we share our progress reports, of course, the child's behavior, and the areas of improvement pa. So here, I will share with you po an example of our progress report. So in our progress report, we assess the different developmental areas of the kids, and we actually use letter grades po, no? So we don't use number grades in John Dewey School for Children. So we use letter grades, and we base here whether their skills are already advanced or whether they still need more assistance or guidance with that certain skill po. And it's very specific po, no? So for example, here our fine motor skills, we grade even manipulating with clay, tearing art paper, writing, cutting, folding, drawing, and coloring too. So we assess all the skills here and across developmental areas too. And then aside from that, we also give awards to recognize students' progress. So in preschool, we make sure to give awards every quarter and at the end of the school year too. And not only that, but every day we recognize what they have done really well. Like for example, when face-to-face po, no, we always give a star to the kids. But of course, hindi lang siya because a kid did something good, 3 stars na agad. So it's not like that po, no? We give we give a star for a specific action. Like for example, the kid finishes his or her activity, we will give 1 star for that. So very specific po siya. And we also share it to the kids. Like for example, thank you for finishing your activity. And another star because you were able to do good choices in class. So that way, alam po ng kids kung saan sila na gumawa ng tama po, no? And of course, if they know that they have done something well, they would most likely do that in the future. In the future. So, yun po na we want to recognize our kids and their skills too, and what they have achieved in class. And that's it po for our sharing. So I hope you gained a lot of insight. So this one po, we just shared what we do and John Dewey, and I hope that you were able to get some ideas din po. And we also hope that you get to share your ideas too, so you can type it and share it in our chat box po. Once again, thank you so much po for listening.